And with that, I wholeheartedly welcome you, each and every one of you, to a new cast by moi. This is yours, chatting Parrot, on the match, the 5 Horsemen versus the Hand of Death. A special match, not in the terms of what teams are playing. Of course, the teams are very special, of course, you know that. I don't even need to mention it. But because I have so much information to say about these teams this time, so much information, we are never gonna run out of teams. And this time, I even prepared a little bit on the players, not apart from the typical, oh yeah, he's funny, oh I like him, anyway. But first of all, make sure that you have something to drink with you, that you have a blanket over your bare, very juicy thighs, and then make yourself very comfortable as we're about to indulge in this masterpiece of a match. This is yours, Chatting Parrot. We're about to talk about the maps. Okay, sadly there's no transition to map because we're already in the map/war room, so we're just gonna talk about the maps right away. So, the Horses, which are the home teams this time, so I'm gonna banning Bazaar, which is already very neatly marked for you to enjoy. And our friends from the Hand of Death ban Cargo. I got the information recently, therefore it is now marked. And yes, Tanker is marked as the first map. Actually, that is not on purpose. I kind of forgot to take it out, but it fits right away. We're gonna talk about the maps now. So, as the maps Bazaar and Cargo are locked in, I'm gonna take a look, and of course I already know what they're probably gonna play. I indulge myself in, you know, knowing a bit about the habits of teams, and the statistics are very helpful too, so we're gonna talk about this. So, as the home team, the 5 Horsemen play mostly Cargo, which of course is banned, so we can rule that out, and Bazaar is banned by themselves, even though it is the most played map by the Horses themselves. Therefore, the next logical choice is either Tanker, which is their best map in relation to their wins general, which is 100% by 3 rounds, and 71% in general. Makes it very likely that they pick Tanker, and it is completely wrong. Just as I make myself ready and I get the information, that is absolutely not the case. No. Just have to make sure. Here we go. That is correct. Why are the names so long? Man. So, here we go. The first map is indeed, as we just got the info in, fresh out of Bel Air from the Prince of Bel Air, Will Smith himself, gave us the info that the first map is not Tanker, but Subway. So, Subway, what does that mean for our teams? Of course, I'm going to talk about the teams, who they are, in just a minute. So, Subway, played by the Horsemen only once. That is an interesting pick for them. Home team normally chooses map, but I do have a suspicion. Due to being the 5 Horsemen being on the folk side, normally that the case is, the rules are that if you pick a map, then you are allowed, then you have to wait on the opponent that he picks a side for that map. That's normally the case. As folk is normally reserved for the secondary team, as it is the easier side to use, I do suspect that the 5 Horsemen went the side instead of the map and gave the map to our friends from the Hand of Death, because they have it Subway played once, and I just realized that this is still a possibility, but the Subway does not make any sense from either of the teams. Both have played it once and both lost it. The only difference is that the 6 rounds that the 5 Horsemen played, they won twice, giving them 33%, which is still not great. So I'm very interested to see what the plan is from either of the teams here, because normally it's not their map. No. Normally the 5 Horsemen seem to prefer maps. Well, Bazaar is structurally complicated, but still big, although having a lot of close quarters passages. Cargo, their second best map, is a close quarters map, through and through. Then there follows Downfall Quarantine, so we could say that they do prefer a little bit of the complicated maps, although having Cargo in there. It's hard to say. It's actually pretty hard to say. I definitely did expect a Tanker or Subway, and then a Quarantine, and then a Subway Tanker. And anyhow, we're gonna see if the second map is maybe, as I expect, Quarantine. But let's talk about who the teams are anyway. So, we talk about the 5 Horsemen. The 5 Horsemen are just formed this season with the with the 5 players shown you now. I prepared everything miraculously. You see that? Perfectly. So, with the 5 players, Traden, Box Toys, Dr. Sean, Enigma, and Raz, as you can see here. And yeah, they may seem new as they have their first season officially as a team. These players are experienced, hell a lot experienced. We're gonna go over this right away. Let's talk about the captain, Traden. He's the leader of the 5 Horsemen, of course, and the team owner. Played since season 1. This is a veteran. Made a little break between season 2 and 5, but was part of the team since season 1. Sacrilege, which was the I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Sacrilege. We're gonna pronounce it in German now. Sacrilege, aka Sinister Pride, in the first season. Then he was part of Sinister Pride again after his break in season 5, and then he joined Space Force and then formed his own team. So a pretty experienced player. Let's follow Box Toys. Box Toys, since season 5, part of Animal House, joined the 5 Horsemen. Then Dr. Sean, part since season 5, Stone Cold Killers, then Silent but Deadly. And then we have Enigma, a very nice dude. It's pretty funny too. Since season 5, Stone Cold Killer, then Silent but Deadly in season 7, and then joined Traden's elite team. And the only kind of exception for all the rule of the experienced player is Raz as his first season. So much to the 5 Horsemen. So let's talk about a bit who are the Hand of Death. The 5 Horsemen normally placed around the 10th place in the East Coast, face on Gold League, and then we have the Hand of Death on the 19th place. So we have a huge gap between them. This is a match as actually seems heavily in favor of 5 Horsemen. 5 Horsemen, 75% win rate. The Hand of Death have 45%. So this is a huge difference in MMR, in wins. Not so much as 6 wins compared to 5 wins by the Hand of Death, but still, it is a different class of players. So let's talk about the players themselves, I shall, as we still wait on the whole shenanigan with the lobby. So Urban Ghost is part since season 5, was part of Hand of Death and never left. Mr. Jacobs, who is not playing today, is part of season 5, still then, and now. Rama G, who's playing today, season 5, all part of the Hand of Death. So Hand of Death have since season 5, kind of have their setup. I'm Patrick, parts in season 6. Then K-Dog is parts in season 7. And few exceptions, of course, here again. Lol Hap Fools, interesting name, is first season here. And then we have Skeptical since season 5. And season 5 for the ban. So you see, this team, they may have an awesome team chemistry to deliver today. So they have something going for what the other team members don't have. They played together a long time. We're gonna see if this matches anything to the experience and skill of the 5 Horsemen. Do this real quick. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So you see, this lineup is pretty interesting, even though it may seem one-sided after all. We're gonna see if this puts up everything, and yeah, you can hit the chat and tell me, what do you think about these odds today? How they are gonna play? Do we cheer for the underdog, the Hand of Death, or do we cheer for the suspected winner, the 5 Horsemen with their awesome experience, with their well-fledged players in the community? We're gonna see. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. You just have to get yourself typed a bit. We're still waiting on the go-go. Wake me up before you go-go. Yeah, and we're ready to start. That is awesome to hear, isn't it? Yeah, we are gonna see. And the first thing we're gonna do, we watch our underdogs in the Hand of Death. Just have to, here we go. The Hand of Death as we join into gameplay. Round 1, map 1. It is the Hand of Death versus 5 Horsemen on Subway. Shield player in position. It is Urban Ghost this time. I'm not much in fledged with the 5 Horsemen cast our way around the Hand of Death. I do believe I casted them once, but I'm not personally involved with them. Difference to the 5 Horsemen, which trading for personally, I have a lot of contact with a nice dude, so it's a little bit easier to say something about the 5 Horsemen, but still, I dare to say it's still pretty difficult for both teams that I give information largely about the playstyle. So we see an interesting move, which I tentatively not like, is the 5-man approach. It can work, but it's a very risky move due to the sheer chance that one flank could take out the whole team. And we're gonna see the defense by the 5 Horsemen very strict, tightly around the uplink, and the offense here, Urban Ghost of the Shield as the first frontman. All of them are following. Nice placement by the last man. I believe it is, I can't see his name, sorry. Giving quite the nice cover. If someone should dare to come from behind, he should be taken out in a minute. So, even though they have a pretty risky matchup, move set, I'd say, that grenade wouldn't, wouldn't say that it was, should have run a little bit further. He still have a lot of cover. Giving whistle signs, I believe. Flashbang is out. Again, not very far. Could have flashed, not even the one behind the bin here. That grenade also budged a flashbang. I'm not quite sure on what they're shooting. A very slow approach. All coming through the north. No one is coming from from the other side. Dr. Sean is in the first line. The best approach, after my opinion, would be smokes. Smokes with the shield, giving a lot of cover. And if, as the lineup is no one is here on the left side in the corner. If we take a look right here, I'm going to show you. In this corner, normally it would be a huge, like, standard position after all, giving quite the cross cover here at the uplink. But it seems that all of them have placed them on the market itself. And how he's going to wake, I'm not quite sure, but they are the 5 Horsemen, and they have some horsepower. Let's see how the car gets pulled here. Slow approach by Urban Ghost. No smokes are used. Communication Enigma giving call-outs, something about Jelly. Urban Ghost taking down Dr. Sean. Enigma taking out Rema G. Rema is still active though. That grenade could take down Enigma. Wow, that was a botched up grenade by Box Toys. Urban the ban, revising Rema G. To the G, to the A, to the double G. Another butch grenade, smoke this time. Enigma taking down Rema G. That wasn't butch grenade yet again. Rema taking down Urban Ghost. What is up with your grenades, people? Enigma confirming the kills on the butched up shield. Now K-Dog and the ban are still the only ones alive. Enigma going in. The ban and Enigma trading. Both still alive. No, Enigma is not revivable. The ban gets revived. Confirms are out. The trading now gets a little bit pushy and takes down K-Dog VR. The ban firing bad, but the smoke giving a very good cover for the defense this time. Raz coming from the right side. Still, the uplink is no danger as Box Toys takes down Skeptical. The ban taking out Raz. And it's still open. 1 against 2. It's still a chance that the ban gets taken down. He's a very precarious situation. I totally botched that word. Drayden and Box Toys still both very, very unsure. Drayden gets pushy again. Is he seen? The ban takes down Drayden, but it's not confirmed. Still revive possible. Box Toys is in an adrenaline rush. I cannot believe. This is a 1 against 2.5. The ban, Box Toys giving a little bit of LMG cover. The ban returning the fire but hitting nothing. So far, this is a very ballet situation. Both dancing around each other. But Box Toys is unsure. He wants to revive Drayden. Is going for it. And he does. Both are still on their feet. Drayden revive. Box Toys and the band. The band should totally rotate. But hell, what do I know? The Box Toys gets taken out of the band. Now Drayden 1 versus 1. Drayden is not going to do the mistake, hopefully, running into the band here. This is going to be a complicated one. The band versus Drayden. Who's going to win? And it is the band giving the Hand of Death the first win against the Prestige 5 Horsemen. And this concludes the first round, giving you the kills. K-Dog 0, Rama G the band with 4, Skeptical 0, Urban Ghost with 1, Box Toys 1, Drayden 1, Dr. Sean Raz 0, Enigma 2. So far the band carried this wagon of plays and botched up grenades very heavily, nicely done by the band. And we turn to the scoreboard, which is set up again very perfectly by myself. What can I say? What can I say? Except for the 1 point for our friends from the the Hand of Death. So let's recap the bit, and I must say that wasn't played very greatly by either one of his teams. We had a lot of botched up grenades. I saw 2 totally useless flashbangs, 1 botched up grenade taking down the shield player from our Hand of Death, then the 1 grenade that luckily didn't take out one of the 5 horsemen as it was thrown from behind. Whew, friends, not being mean here, but that was a little spaghetti mametti on the heads. I'm telling you, Mom Spaghetti would be disappointed about that play. So hopefully you see something better. Equally, the approach by the Hand of Death, I always do remember the name. The fire was herd movement all along. I mean, sure, you can go there, and it did work, but also just to the very pushy play of the 5 horsemen who kind of went in one-on-one. Reminds me when I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront and I make 23 kills in one row because everyone just runs into my gun. Tell you people, this is not good. But enough of me, enough of Star Wars. Let's fart. Sorry, I just fart. Let's turn into the 5 horsemen this time in the attack. Gameplay, round 2, match 2. Very fast pace begin of the play here by the 5 horsemen. They are splitting up, it seems, but still 4 people going south route. The defense a little bit more stretched, a little bit more outsourced, I'd say, but hopefully not to India. Yeah. Drayden going alone versus his 3 people going the other route to the sewers. K-Dog is his first and foremost target. A very nice position by K-Dog, of course, but which on the other hand is very standard. A very experienced team would just throw in the grenade in there and would call it a day. Box Toys closing up to Drayden. They are making sure no one is peeking out of the commission room. I made that call out up, by the way, because I call it upstairs all the time. I have no call. I never memorize the call from there. As Dr. Sean comes from there. Hopefully no team call is commencing. We're gonna watch Enigma right there. The band and Enigma. The band got hit. Enigma comes with the follow-up, but the band takes him down. Very unfortunate. On the other side is Skeptical taking down Raz. And the sewer push is done for. Drayden is secure on the other side. Probably realized what happened to his colleagues. Box Toys and Dr. Sean. Whew, a lot of excellent discharge. That smoke, it's very dangerous. Although I don't understand why there isn't flying a frag in that corner. It's a position so often used. This is gonna be a dangerous one if Box Toys keeps on pushing. K-Dog, but he has the suspicion that someone could be there. but I do believe that he's gonna be distracted. Yes, K-Dog takes down Box Toys. Now it's up to Dr. Sean and Traden. Dr. Sean, Traden following up to his colleague. Smoke is again flying. Why don't I see it fragment? Oh, Dr. Sean taking on K-Dog as K-Dog bounces his bullets off the Box Toys. Get it? Haha! The Urban Ghost firing very blindly into the smoke, not hitting anything. Rama firing into it. Hopefully Dr. Sean taking out. Oh, Urban Ghost taking out Traden. Rama G. Now the team is closing in on the 5 Horsemen. 1 against 4. It's Dr. Sean against the world. And he gets taken out as the world slants on his hand. And Rama G and Urban Ghost confirm both the kill from Hand of Death. At the 5 Horsemen. My bad. Giving you the score. Changes in score. Gaydog. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I meant K-Dog. Oh, man. Sheesh. Okay, K-Dog getting 1 kill. Ramaji, Skeptical, and Urban Ghost equally getting 1 kill. Nicely done. Box Toys. I can't memorize all who get all kills, but you can read. You can read. Don't me. Let's switch into the scoreboard. I'm getting information about a delayed audio. Hopefully this is not the case. On the other hand, here we go. Damn, these technical difficulties all the time. You cannot trust them. And we're giving again. So far, it doesn't look good for the 5 Horsemen. Definitely have to step up their tactical game, I'd say. Yeah. I mean, the Suez entrance cover was nicely done. This was a perfect cross defense. Although I really like to see more hand grenades. We had a lot of opportunities where hand grenade and flashbangs who were not thrown across the map maybe would have been of great use here, but you know, it comes, it goes, it does what it should. I don't know what that saying is, but maybe it feels a little. Anyhow, we are looking at the next round. This time we're gonna follow the defense of the 5 Horsemen. Let's switch it all up, keep the cheering, keep it open, keep it nice and friendly as the next round commences, and give it all up for our teams. Woo! Woo! I want to see kills and I want to see plays. Please deliver now with DHL on or USP on my doorstep, please. Just gonna do one thing real quick, and that is to reduce the audio a bit because I'm getting deaf here. This time we have the North objective. Very dangerous one, easy to cap from the side, so the North stairs are a major target to protect. Mostly, a lot of teams just push across the North, which is, north. I mean, it's up, on the upside. But we're gonna see how it works out. So this time, again, we have, backward operating target. Skeptical is ready. Enigma. Skeptical taking out Enigma and taking out Traden, but Skeptical gets taken down. The back operating defense is very nicely done. And Skeptical is calling for his dog. The dog! He's literally calling for his dog with the whistle. I love it. And Traden and Enigma both fall out. The rest is K-Dog revives Skeptical, leaving the North approach completely open. Urban goes again with the shield. Defense smoke. Not a great idea, because you are taking yourself division. You're giving the attackers the possibility to get closer to the uplink without getting fired or seen. That is not a great idea. This is a great idea though. Flashbang and now attack on the corner with a nice knife stab just in the dark to make sure everything is great. And he's firing at Box Toys, taking him down and confirming the kill. Nicely done by Urban Ghost. So far, it doesn't look good. The Raz and someone else is still alive. The C4! The C4 as Raz takes down 3 alone. The C4. He saved his team the whole ordeal of defending North. The C4. This is a C4. This is a goddamn masterpiece by Raz. He may have had 0 kills so far, but he saved the day, giving out the call out that he now is on the north approach. We need definitely back up here. And the only one alive apart from our Raz is Dr. Sean. What is he up to? Let's take a look. He is in a defense position covering the south way to the north entrance. What a what. Raz alone. We're gonna see how he manages. Again, the smoke on defense. Defense smokes are very hard and should not be thrown lightly. In this case, it does not work because you're taking away your self-division. You're doing the enemy a favor. You're not gonna leave there anyway. It would only be made sense because the enemy is using smoke now too and taking the self-division away. Raz is pushing up, but does he see the cap? No, he does. The hand of death. Take down the first round and cap on the horsies. No way. Nicely done. The Hand of Death are proving a very hard surprise for the 5 Horsemen. Yippee-dooby-doo. Both teams 0 wins on this map, but shame on you because Hand of Death just had 1 win. Taking down the Rose, but still the Raz C4 was... Oh my god, I almost came on my pansies, if you know what I mean. Sorry. And giving the 5 Horsemen the sadly very harsh lose. Nothing is lost yet. They have still the second round. And we're gonna turn into the scoreboard. Finishing up our deal on the barrier. What a first round. Very fast, very tightly packed. Again, I am not a huge fan of the herd movement. And but I admit the movement, the 4 people ahead and at least the one in the back, that was a major choice. And very well done for taking out Drayden and Enigma in the early hour alone. Very nicely dog by Skeptical. Very nicely done. Not dog. My god. The dog is out of the bag. And we're gonna see. I still on quarantine if the 5 Horsemen chose position over map on the first route. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it turns out. Still on the side. Let's turn to War Room as soon as the map pops up. We're gonna be able to do our thing. You know what I mean? Do the thing. Do the babbly do. The maps. The teams take their time. Sometimes you have, after the rule, you have, I do believe, a first 15-minute break. And then after a round, you have to play 1 map at least. I think you cannot take them both after another. You have 20 minutes of break. So sometimes just take a break, maybe talk about recap and immediate changes to the roster can help. Although this is something very advanced and I never did that. So maybe in the future, especially if we break the curse of the 3 matches that my team likes to do. Like, winning the first 2 and losing the third is kind of our deal. I mean, we win, but still, we could take down the map. And I am right. Quarantine is in the choice. As both teams assemble themselves, I have the courtesy of picking the map. This time, in the Marsok approach, it is the 5 Horsemen. And Hand of Death. I'm going to take out just in case. So, and we're gonna do this with map 2 is nice animation. Works out quite nice. So, what I definitely don't want to see again are the defense smokes. The defense smokes, in my opinion, it's always my opinion, and of course, I do not have all the answers. And if I say something is bad, it might be not necessarily bad, but brilliant in a certain situation, and I don't see it at first, or I don't see it at all. Always have in mind that I only can speak my mind. I cannot speak yours, but you are free to correct me after the game. Write me a personal message, or just pump it in the messages, whatever. Hopefully, as long as I'm incorrect in your opinion, I want to share it. Let's change out strategies and let's change and talk about all the things that you think and I don't. Because I want to learn, and that keeps happening. I mean learning, the learning part. I love learning. So, but what I meant to say is that the defense smokes, they take away vision not from your enemy, but also from you. So if you throw a smoke for the defense, you take away your own vision, which is the most important part. You have the advantage of staying or being stationary, or can be able to be stationary as the enemy has to come to you. And you have a certain reaction, or at least a certain field of vision advantage. You see everything. You don't have to adjust yourself to a changing field of obstacles. You don't have to check every corner because you see if someone goes into that behind that rock or something. You have the advantage. And if you take a smoke, you take away that advantage. You're making yourself as vulnerable as the attacker. And that is not great. Not great. Most cases, it's not great. Although there is a case where you can use that, and that is if you're rushing as a defender and you want to make a fast-paced rush, for example on cargo, a defense smoke, or if you want to cover certain areas where enemies tend to take out early targets, then you can use defense smoke. But on the other way, just stay to frags. Use frags, airburst, maybe even flashbangs in tight rushing scenarios. But most cases, stick to whatever, not using smoke. Gameplay is commencing as we're turning into the first round. 5 horsemen, never losing their spirit. Man, these are my favorite horses. I wish I had some coconuts, because then I could slick the milk out of them and imagine being the horses. Sorry, no, why did I say that? Okay, we're turning a very, very, very special here. As we take on the round, Drayden is on the north side. The approach is a trident approach, south, middle, north. Although not completely trident, as the majority is in the north. Doing more of a wave approach, you know, like waves break in the tip. That's why you have more what you have. You know what I mean? No, wave would technically be more people down on the south and one in the up, because water is slimmer on the top, therefore breaks. Yeah, whatever. 5 people. We have a south approach, very south. We're gonna see if we are able to see Raz on the north, Enigma on the middle path, Dr. Sean here. Box Toys on the south. I'm just finding the south dude. Here we go. Enigma. It is Enigma. We're gonna make sure that he's not gonna get killed without me noticing. That is the important part. Get killed as much as you like, as long as I notice. And we have Skeptical on the dunes. I personally like to lay down, you know, give as little, you know, don't give too much surface to an enemy. And you can nicely lie there, camp a bit, you know, whatever you do in the dunes. But so far, the majority of the defenders sit tight around the up. It is a dangerous uplink because you can, if you approach from the south here and you move along the wall, we have taken out the south dude and no one is south. You can cap from the wall without actually taking out the north. That is something to keep in mind on this uplink. Although this is a map by Enigma, I can imagine, because he has a wall, which I named after him, where he lost the cap. We're gonna see if the uplink is actually being put there. If it comes down, I'm gonna explain as much as I can. So, Skeptical on the game. So far, it's a very, very slow approach. Rain on the north is the most forward person. I never have found a decent synonym for that phrase. He's the most aggressive, most pushy, I don't know. He's the most handsome, maybe. I just realized, are these Canadian flags? I thought for a second these was Canadian flags and doors.
So all the windows, he's on the rightmost window of the second
Okay,
floor.
he spotted our defender in the motel.
I think you can do you want to suppress him while I run across?
We see him some good target, some good strategy going down. But we also have another problem, and that is Dr. Sean and Enigma on the push. And that smoke is flying. Another smoke. Excellent smokes. They are going for the cap, I imagine. Enigma using his memory skills, his number skills. I don't speak Spanish. That grenade was awesome. That was an awesome grenade by VRML. That's how I like my grenades. Fresh and meaty. When is our last K-Dog? Take down Traden. Skeptical, take down Dr. Sean. Skeptical has the Dune approach, took down Dr. Sean in the south, is now completely obliterated. Raz still alive. Going for another approach. So far, it doesn't look good for the 5 Horsemen. 2 against 5. The Hand of Death are a force to be reckoned with. Now, there is a person here at the tow trucks. That is a nice position. As the band takes down box toys. But you cannot really fire underneath the tow trucks as they are so narrow that you have to lie down. Such a good cover. The smoke again. The band. Use a frag. This one. Use this one. Raz takes down the band. And Urban Ghost takes down Raz. Nicely done. By the Hand of Death. Again, tightly defended. Hand of Death, here are your scores, and we turn to the tent. So, this time we see the 5 Horsemen definitely have some starting problems. I think they just prefer to lay on the, lay on the floor, eat some grass. What horses do. Maybe a little bit of running around. But it seems they do not want to play today. Well, they have starting position, but I am very, very sure they're gonna pick up. They're gonna pick up the slack. I hope so. With the Hand of Death, on the other hand, awesome work. Look at this score. 1-1-1-1-1 by everyone. That is teamwork, ladies and gentlemen. They had a good defense running. Maybe not as evenly spread as you could be. I'm never satisfied on that. I just wanna say it. It was nicely done. But I'm saying there's always better. And that is my job, to analyze and tell you why you're so bad. Even though I am not the best player myself. You see the little shenanigans I put up you. Okay, we are back on the scoring board, giving the Hand of Death their 5th point in general. But this time, the 5 Horsemen on the defense have the chance. They have chance to redeem themselves, don't they? I hope so very much. As they have the chance to redeem themselves. I cannot even bring the sentence through, so... Again, we watch the attackers this time. K-Dog, our smarty dogs. Who is a good dog? Who's a good doggy? You're such a good doggy. As we turn into the second round of 5 Horsemen versus the Hand of Death. A little bit of graphical errors there. Ignore them. And magazine share. That is a very important. Share your family stuff. We have the M39, a very deadly weapon, although slow in the fire rate, but does 1-hit damage with 2.3 damage multiplier on the stomach. Totally taking out anyone who gets killed. Base damage 13, so if you calculate that by 2.3, makes more than 30 and killed instantly. 30 is your base health, just giving you some random facts here. AK-5C seems to be the standard issued weapon here on the at least 5 Horsemen approach. It's a good weapon, decent fire rate in the middle, taking 10 damage. Doing 10 damage, so that is a basic weapon. It has good accuracy, it has a decent fire rate, and is 30 max, and can be equipped with AP ammunition if you desire to. So all around a very good weapon.
Use mine, I can't throw it far. That way, all over.
Smokers time. They're very close on the objective. The 5 Horsemen have such a tight ring around the objective. They're letting their enemy very far ahead. Smokes over smokes. I love that. Use smokes as attacker as much as you want. You need them. You can also use them as a distraction, as smokes obviously takes the eye on themselves. And Enigma takes down the ban. That is the downside of a smoke. It is very... Well, it takes vision. And it's it's kind of distracting. That grenade was nice by Rama. Enigma taking down 2 people so far. Dr. Sean taking down Rama, having served the second good grenade. That's what I want to say. And we're gonna see how they put up. So far, only 1 person of the attackers is going north. The rest tries to go the same path where 2 people lost their lives. It is not a great choice, if I may say so. 2 lasers on the position now by Box Toys. Oh no, it's Raz and Enigma. Both having their eyes on that cross path here. And Ramaji is who is well advised not to go there. Smoke is coming out, and Raz takes down Ramaji. 3 people died in the same path. Called the Lemmings. They want their movement back. Reminds me of the little polar bear and the Lemmings throwing themselves. The little... I don't know if it's a pure German comic kind of movie, whatever. The little polar bear, but I freaking loved that as a child. It was so handsome, and the little lemmings now they try to kill themselves. A little depressing if I think about it now. Anyway, K-Dog VR searching up the windows. It seems that he's flying at the north person here. Let's take a look. Enigma.
There's only 2 left.
Enigma having the information
I don't
straight.
think those 2 split up. That would be stupid.
I don't think they would split up. That is stupid.
Yeah.
South 1, north 1. Well, they split up.
Southwest corner mall.
That is the mall. Interesting call out. And not interesting in the terms of that is unusual, but in the terms of I didn't know that's called mall. Yeah, I am not all knowing. I know random things. I know, for example, that I would never pick up a random half magazine from my
Trading you
weapon. But, who am I to talk to you? K-Dog. On the approach, he should definitely rotate. Now we see that the behind man Skeptical is now moving up to K-Dog.
I see.
Indeed is a very good choice, as you're only 2 men. You should really stick together. Not totally stick together, but keep in a sort of frame where you see each other, or are able to see each other if necessary, but still a little bit so far apart that you not get taken out by 1 marksman that luckily comes your way. So the best choice is that they both rotate away. Maybe both rotate north or south dunes, but not mid. Mid is totally covered by 2 sides. It is... They have taken out 3 enemies, and 1 minute 15 seconds left is not great. They don't have much time. They have to go in now or be silent forever. I don't know. This is not a marriage, but yeah. They're not gonna do much in 1 minute, I believe. K-Dog and Skeptical. Oh, Enigma taking on K-Dog. Poor doggy. I love doggies, but I love cats more. Cats are living and breathing kings. The only reminiscent Skeptical taking on the Enigma of our old days in the medieval times, where we had sort of very unfriendly people sitting on the throne. Now we have very unfriendly cats in our living room. Only eat very expensive food for €3, fucking 100 grams. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Skeptical on the fire straight and takes him down. The 5 Horsemen win. This is the first win in their series today, and I hope they keep it coming. Keep it close, friends, and you don't lose. The 5 Horsemen are now in the lead. Not. They are on the same color. Let's look at their scores real quick. Let's see. So, Raz was the only one taking a kill last round. Against, I do believe it was Urban Ghost. Or Rema. I don't know. Rema or Urban. Maybe Rema. By the tow truck set. And yeah, this time they did make way. Enigma 3 kills, Raz did pick up 1, Drayden picked up 1. Yeah, Drayden, go for it. I hope this man becomes a caster. I'm so hoping for it. He's such a great point. I'm melting. Okay, let's turn to the score. So, giving our horsies their first point. Hopefully not the last. They still have one. If they win this map, they still have one map as a final decider. So yeah. I personally think so far this is a great match. Maybe a little bit two-sided, but it keeps getting stronger and I just had fun. Yeah. Okay, let's see. 8 seconds to the next round. We're really killing time today. What also is very killing is casting. And if you're very tired of me killing your eardrums with that magical voice of mine, you better hit us up on Onward Master League 1, where you have the main casters sitting there and licking each other's feet, I guess. Nightfire, Sleepy, and Trip, and all the good people casting for you the big matches, Global Canvases, SMC Technical, all that good stuff. So if you want to see that, better head over to Onward Master League 1 and follow. Same Onward Master League 2 for me. Thank you. Little PCA is over. We're now watching the Hand of Death in their defense. Or was it? We watched them first round. Let's do it just now. Giving them the third round and a nice decider. Let's look at the. Oh god, I'm slacking. I'm missing the action. Woo. That was close. Well, we have Urban Ghost on the mid turbine, Drayden directly in his close proximity. The uplink is now at what I call Enigma's wall. You see that. Ooh, Urban Ghost firing, definitely discovered. Drayden is retreating back. Callout is going out. Nice communications, always important. The best thing, although, would be to adjust to that communication and coherently make a movement by the team to take out the known position. A grenade by Dr. Sean would be the appropriate thing to do. As he is discovered, it is in throw range. Enigma taking on Urban Ghost using the information giving. Nicely done by Enigma from, I do believe, from far behind. No, from the south wing. Nicely done so far. The defense, again, they have the defense formation in the blood. The band taking on Dr. Sean. He's now under fire. The defense, look at this. This is a nice little 4-pointer. Grenade is flying, but no one is in range. K-Dog taking on Box Toys. Confirming the kill as he takes the roof. He now has a monopole over the view of the battlefield, as the south wing is not manned at the moment by Enigma. Remaji. The ban in the mid. And still skeptical on the North Dunes. Drayden. He is still on tank courtyard. Enigma again on the south wing. Seemingly firing at something. Pre-firing a bit. MK8. I think MK18. Should be MK18. A pistol, a machine pistol. I think it's a category machine pistol. Doing 9 or 11 damage. I'm quite unsure. 11 damage could be per bullet, so it's a very powerful weapon for an SMG.
Remember, underneath north wing.
Small machine gun. That's. Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Someone just randomly came in. A very powerful weapon with the silencer too, and having a very accurate fire. Drayden, take down K-Dog. It's skeptical, take down Drayden.
Copy, I revenge. Yeah, I got him. I'm going now. I'm heading south.
Skeptical is using his advantage and trying to take out the last remaining 2 people of 5 horsemen on the south. Ramaji taking on Res. Now the last one of the attackers, being Enigma, is alive. He has to fight off 3 Hand of Death people. Skeptical is coming from behind. He has to be aware of that. Of course, no one is warning him in any way. So it's gonna be difficult, but he takes down Ramaji. Not confirmed, though. The ban is in the mid-burning center burning building. Oh, this could be a close one. Enigma and Ban closing on each other. And he confirms the kill on Ramaji. Enigma, the Ban trying to take the peak on Enigma here. And he does!
Oh,
And no cursing on my cast, young man. Hand of Death winning their second defense round and securing their second point. Here are the stats. Yeah, what do we see? We have Skeptical taking down a kill. Rama taken down, I do believe, 2 kills. K-Dog maybe 1. At this point, it's very hard to say because I cannot memorize everything. Anything too, but yeah. Let's turn it to the scoreboard. Okay, a little addition by Urine Deep Ship. Urine Deep Ship. Oh, god damn it. He got me. He got me good. Yeah, comebacks in blah, blah, blah. He placed a mag that defied shots with full one. Didn't pick up a random mag off the ground. Lol. Yes, I am aware of that, but sometimes if I'm speaking very fast, I do say things that I didn't think. In that case, it was the case. Of course, he didn't pick a random mag up, but I meant that I don't pick up my old mags despite how many bullets are fired, except it's the sniper mag because Pedal of you don't fire that much with them. Because I don't have much brain capacity in the matches open for any memorize of how many bullets in that mag. So it's totally fine if he does it, sure. I'm just saying I don't do it. That's it. So I just you know, if you comment something, I'm making sure to read it and maybe answer it. So 1 point for that is wrong. 1 point for our Hand of Death, and already our time is turning short as we are heading into the next round. This time we're gonna follow the attack of the defense of 5 Horsemen. Gameplay is commencing round 4. This time, this wall here is called Enigma's Wall. Because he loves to cap on that. It's a very dangerous position. If you, again, cover the south, maybe one person that is mostly as one in that direction where Dr. Sean is, or maybe a little bit further back, covering that angle, because if you can cap from here relatively safe, even from the mid-burning building, all that.
There's at least 3, I think.
Straight in firing. And yeah, at least 3 is good. Again, a 4-man formation with 1-man backup. So no one gets fire by Skeptical. He's the man in the bag. He's the man of the man. So we're gonna watch Urban Ghost, K-Dog, Ramaji, and the band. K-Dog coming from behind, the band and Ramaji watching the front. Urban Ghost equally the front. How's the defense adjusting to that? Good defense is having solid positions and good overview over the battlefield and covering the uplink. A very good defense is one the same, just with using the information and adjusting your defense accordingly so you are able to take down the enemies no matter how they attack. Of course, these are very hypothetical. As Raz takes on Ban! Hypothetical statements and concepts, blah 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 blah. But just saying. Urban Ghost.
I have no idea.
Ooh, the smoke. Nice smoke by the attackers. Always a good choice to do. He's pushing on the pre-firing a lot. Adjusting his smoke. That is a very good strategy, using the smoke with you in order to keep vision off you. Just have to make sure that you're not fast enough. Skeptical taking out Enigma.
He's running around.
Oh, Drayden. Ah! Urban Ghost take down Drayden as Box Toys takes down Urban Ghost. And we're Box Toys getting shoved around here. And K-Dog at the ambulance. Very hard to follow sometimes with the half switch of the camera. Sorry for that, but, you know, that's the technical procedure. Again, K-Dog with the M39. We have still 2 people of Hand of Death remaining against 3. Defense is tight. Still around the upjink. Nothing is open. Still, K-Dog shooting a bit. Very nice fire. I like the fire rate. The fire rate is amazing for that weapon. You should maybe bolt that thing if you didn't, because I am not quite sure if you can hear bolts snapping forwards in the game as a spectator. We're gonna see soon as he tries to fire. Skeptical is pushing up. Trying to get to the wall, to the Enigma's wall maybe. He's going the direction at least. But he's gonna have a nice little surprise. Oh, the peek by Dr. Sean is proving to be fatal. With the SW something, I've forgotten the name of that gun all the time. Oh, he's fired, but Skeptical takes down Raz and Box Toys takes down Skeptical. Box Toys has secured the south and the north. Now it's in 1-on-1. The Box Toys versus the other dude, the K-Dog. The turtle, the toys against the dog. Who's gonna win? Toys obviously having his little shield. I forgot what its name. His armor? No. His tank is shell. That's the name. His shell. And the dog having his fangs and his claws. Or more fangs and claws. But still, very deadly attack weapons. The main point that we all have to remember, obviously it is something that you learn as a beginner very often. You have to keep the uplink on check. If this is a late game, obviously I expect most people to know this. If you get capped, 2 points. If you die, 1 point. So covering the uplink is more worth than your life. Interesting weapon choice. The G3 with a front grip. The G3 is a solid storm weapon, although having average fire range, but I always would prefer the G3 as the machine gun variant with the 80 round magazine. I mean, they have same stats, machine gun version and the normal version, except for the you know, magazine size. So I would always go for the G3 machine gun version as long as possible, as Cakes Box Toys wins and the toys wins over the dog. Nicely done by the 5 Horsemen. And we see our stats. Skeptical, again, very tight in a spot with Enigma and Box Toys both following directly in tow with kills. Nicely skilled. But no one is without kills except Dr. Man. Yeah, well, he shouldn't have peeked that position probably, but to be honest, in that case, was possible. Dangerous. Always leaving your good cover for a peek is not something I would do, but sometimes the bold peek takes the bird. Know what I mean? But yeah. So, giving our Hand of Death 5 forces, giving a point always makes me happy. But I have to sneeze my nose. Who thought of that? Yeah, my nose tends to close up if I'm talking for a prolonged period of time, of course. You know what the best medicine is against closing up nose when you are speaking in a cast? Following all the Onward Master League channels and also hitting up vrmasterleague.com for all the games that are also soon coming, as Echo Arena, I think, is coming to the matches. arena game, I forgot it. Low, the final assault is sitting up. So contractors and yeah, I have it. The name. The other game, the other shooter game that is plays a little bit like CS:GO. Pavlov. There, yeah, that's one. That is also coming into League if these developers add support. I hope so. Here comes our gameplay as we watch Traden, our hero in Shining Knight, take home the lead. It's 2-2. This time it is again. What was it called? Let me think.
They're getting to the corner now. They should be right at the corner now.
I think. No, not market, but.
Next shot's dead.
Whoa, Rema G taking out Dr. Sean while I think of the code call out for that building. I think mall. Yeah, mall. It should be mall. Mall objective. So far, the attackers have taken mostly a north position. One is went alone in the midsection, giving up his life. Rema G is in a very good position. The turbine giving view in the back, but also directly on the uplink and also inside the courtyard is a generally a very nice position. All remember that. Note that, children. That is something that I will ask in the next exam of you. So let's take a look at the Traden Boys, the favorite boy band of my life. The north is conquered, giving a nice overview, although very risky to peek, because one of the two elevated position, it is the most used elevated position on this map, and therefore is always spotted on. Especially the, I'm thinking of the call out again. AC. So, yeah, the AC, I think. Cockpit is called out. Skeptical and Traden. Oh, Traden misses as Skeptical takes him down with a very trained shot. Sad. Very sad Parrot now. Boxtoy is still on the north roof, but the attackers are now alerted. The team movement by the 5 Horsemen, although more experienced, is not as coherent and one line as many other teams have it. Excuse me. Oh, Enigma, take no Skeptical.
He's down. That's a minus. What's our total count?
Sorry, I'm kinda suffocating here.
Box 3, what's our count? I got minus.
So making sure that know how
Let's
many
talk, guys.
how many kills by the team are made, in order to secure the knowledge that how many you have to kill, which spots they will use, etc. It's very important. So, we still have 2 people on the north roof, and we have 1. Raz, a little bit alone, already on the motel. Maybe he can use the distraction that his teammates are actually providing for him, so he can close in on the uplink and maybe do a little surprising. Boxtoy is taking down Rema G. Now his position is open. Still, Urban Ghost on the defense in motel will have his eyes. If Raz does the mistake peeking without... Oh, he should see Urban Ghost. Urban Ghost is mostly fine on the window frame, but they have seen each other. Urban Ghost giving call out to his colleague. A lot of pre-fire, a lot of fire by Urban Ghost. Smoke by the attacker. There are situations where you should just use the smoke, lay it down, let it smoke while you rotate to another position where you may be able to take down K-Dog, take down Box Toys in the middle, SKS, the equivalent to the M39. Equal damage, better looks. And it's also more nicely to use, because if I use the M39 with a, let's say, 4x scope, unusable. Because the scope is so far, was it back or front, I don't know. If I want to use it, I have to actually put my gun stock under my arm. Enigma taking on the ban, coming from the south. Nice rotation there. Equally giving the Horsemen now a good angle on the attack. Still 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining, and they have to use it. I see the Shadow has no head. Urban Ghost taking a Raz. Now Enigma is alone. Enigma on the time pressure. He does have the talent to cap. 38 seconds remaining. K-Dog doesn't notice him. No one does. He's getting very close to the uplink. No one has direct eyes on it apart from K-Dog. 33 seconds by Enigma. Enigma is on the high-speed run. But Urban Ghost is following him. Enigma 25 seconds. K-Dog is in his proximity. Enigma has to be careful, but he runs directly into K-Dog, who takes him down, giving Hand of Death the 5th round in their favor. 3-2 for Hand of Death. Here are the stats, ladies and gentlemen. Served nice and cold. Skeptical with the 7 kills. That man is a killing machine. But also Enigma with the riddles of death and life. How can you decipher them? Well, doesn't matter. Can you shoot them? Then shoot them. That is Enigma's solution to everything. And he does prevail with that. 7 kills so far. Dr. Sean is sadly not closing on his teammates so far. Died to, no, that was Raz. I forgot what Dr. Sean... Was Dr. Sean the first one to get killed in the middle? Moved alone? Or was he... I'm not quite sure. I think he died as the first one. Dr. Sean. I hope for you that you lead this team into victory. What the hell? I'm not done for. The scoreboard has to wait. We have to memorize that you know, stuff. We're gonna win. The 5 Horsemen. Always spirited up. I love these attitudes.
I hope you're ready to win.
Damn. Nothing makes me more fresh in the trousers than nice attitudes. As we turn into gameplay. Yeah. Gameplay to correct round 6. Here we go. Sorry, I risked the technical difficult as always. This time, an interesting and an early push onto North. Contacts are but Defiance or Skeptical taking on Enigma and Box Toys taking on Skeptical. Revive on Enigma.
There's more.
Flashbang. That grenade is good. Flashbang, not so much. Dr. Sean taking on Urban Ghost on the south. Three people versus 3 people. A lot of fighting going down with Dr. Sean on the defense. He did make a kill. Nicely done. Ramaji taking on... No, reviving Skeptical. K-Dog taking on Traden. Skeptical taking on Box Toys in the middle. Enigma taking on Skeptical. Enigma reviving Box Toys. Oh, Enigma taking on Ramaji and Ramaji referring to himself. K-Dog taking on Box Toys. Dr. Sean taking on the ban, solely saving his teammates from the demise of a cap. So well done. I knew I can believe in you. K-Dog taking on Traden. Well, he confirmed the kill on Traden, but he takes him down. Woo! 5 Horsemen versus the End of Death. It seems that 5 Horsemen now having the upper hand, 2 against 1. K-Dog now has to do the lucky thing. I'm not saying skillful, because some extent to whole shenanigan playing Onward is a lot of luck in my opinion, because from where you come sometimes only determines either, of course that is determined by your decision making, therefore your skill, but if the enemy is looking your direction, for example, especially if the enemy is few in numbers, they tend to look 2 ways because they have to cover multiple angles. And therefore, if you have the luck or the bad luck of being seen just in that moment as you're passing through. Sometimes it's just rolling the dice, you know what I mean? So K-Dog, a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck. Let's see how his ways would go here. He goes to the motel direction. If he follows the path, probably going through the tow trucks, not taking the long route, although he has the time to do so, would be wise to do in order to take down Middle Skeleton Building. Has to face off Dr. Sean first and then Raz. K-Dog now has a decision to make, and he does make this decision to take the long route. 2 minutes and 45 seconds now remaining, totally doable. Play with your time, man. It's your time. I need more water. You go. Yourself hydrated. I definitely should follow that hint and tip of Vivian and making some warm-up, vocal stretchings. Yeah, I don't actually know how to do warm-up stretches for your voice, for your vocal. I guess I have to, when I'm even talking, just Google it. At least drinking water keeps me up to spit, so keep yourself hydrated. I know you're not drinking enough. Me neither. 1 minute 50 seconds remaining. K-Dog still on the uplink. The position of the defenders didn't change much. Both looking in that direction. Did someone see them, or were they just making sure no one is at the uplink? That is the question. They are definitely scamming the north. They do suspect that he's coming from behind. Makes sense. Because he is. Sorry, that the fall off did take a little long. That is, by the way, a horrible motel. Look at that furniture. It looks like someone stole it out of the 50s. The architect has to buy it. Wait. He's seen Dr. Sean taken out by K-Dog, but he's not confirmed. And the position of K-Dog is now seen. Wow! As our remaining defender is moving, rotating in a different direction, he survives narrowly. Now it's Raz, leaving the uplink open to do a one-on-one, a mano-a-mano. I do not consent to that decision-making. Raz leaving the uplink alone is a very risky move. Maybe risk does pay off in order to get a new angle. He searched for the angle. That's a very good decision-making there. Not directly that he's at that position, but to use that angle in just that position. I would totally come from the other side if I were K-Dog. Now just wait. No, K-Dog is at capping. He just needs a few seconds, but he doesn't have him. Raz come around and takes down the last round. Just a tiny bit almost getting capped up. So far, so good. Giving the Horsemen their third pound. Now, the last round, that is the decision. If Hand of Death takes that round home, they win against the opponent who's 10 places above them. This should then give them some MMR boost, I believe. We're gonna see if the 5 Horsemen take them home. If they win, they get a chance to defend or win. Then the next round is the deciding match. Enigma again with the 9 kills. That is a beast, man. Damn. I almost would dare to say he's such a beast, he's a furry. Damn. Anyway, let's turn into scoreboard. We still remember the 2 points for our friends. That is the wrong button. For our friends equally getting both 2 points as I didn't have the time last round. So, we have 30 seconds this time. We're gonna use the time to do a little PSA, and I thank you all for watching. First off, that is the most fan. Without you, it wouldn't be able to happen. So if you have any feedback or comments, hit up and make sure to say who you're in for. The 5 Horsemen, the Hand of Death. So far, the Hand of Death are in close pursuit. Now they are even leading 3-7. Look at that. For a team who has apparently so little chance, they are definitely sticking it to the man. Or to the horse, should I say. Anyway, let's turn in for the major round. This time we're gonna watch our friends. This time the band is the lucky man as we turn into gameplay. 7th round, deciding match.
Make them come in.
Still very happy, those people having a nice attitude too. Still keep it bantering. Keep it bantering, my friends. Let's see. The defense still yet again in position where you kept on from the other side. Oh, damn. We're never running out of those positions in this map. The ban in the middle section. The offense for north. Or north, 1 south.
I hear smoke in the south. I think they have to spawn there.
Wrong, but good. Good. Good.
Okay,
Especially.
they probably spawn in the north. Because I don't see anybody.
Train in the north with his team. The first soldier they're gonna have to meet here is our friend K-Dog. He sniffs them, probably, before they can even see him. And then he's gonna howl and you know, bark, that's the word. Well, yeah. Yeah, sorry, my mouse. MK16 by Traden. Equally, a little bit slower in fire rate. Should be 10 damage anyway. A solid weapon, what can I say? But it is I think a little bit slower than the AK-5C. The point is, I have to say, many weapons, especially in like the normal classes such as the AK-5C, AKs of course itself, AK-12 and AK-47 and the MK-16 and even the MK-18 for an SMG. Oh, box toys! Taking down K-Dog with the MK-16. Yeah, he has it too. MK-16. They are pretty similar. All around 10 damage per shot, have decent fire range, and are equipable with front grip, etc. I really wish for more diversity, and I really wish there was a sort of better secondary to the Makarov, because Enigma taking down Urban Ghost on the south wing.
-1 wing. -1 south wing. That's -2.
You see the normal weapon on the Marsok.
I got eyes on ambulance.
Standard
There's nothing
issue FM9.
Maybe by the... call it out. Contact what?
Enigma on the south does have 15 rounds and 5 damage per bullet. Pretty standard.
On objective probably is that.
But the Makarov has 5 damage per bullet, but 88 round. This is a definite drawback to the normal Marsok weapon. And I think it's very one-sided. Skeptical taking on Dr. Sean in the defense. I'm talking too much about weapon, not about players here. Now the north approach. Drayden firing at the defense. Raz has his eye, and Skeptical decided to push around. Raz is going to take him down all the other way around. We have seen some surprises. Ramaji taking down Box Toys, who was very close at the uplink here. At the cockpit he was. Drayden now has his position, should be coming around. Still, Enigma on the south. Raz taking down Skeptical, as I have seen in my many visions of the future. 2 Hand of Death versus 3 Horsemen. That is a very tight defense scenario here. Renergy at the uplink bunker here with Dan on the other side. That is the formation you need to have, because you have to cover the right as the left side. If one position is open, cap is commensable. Now Enigma is scanning. His position is here, south.
I'm gonna smoke the objective.
Smoking objective. This is a very good choice. They are building pressure up with that smoke. Smoke are so Okay, we have just a disconnect by Enigma. That is a unfortunate outcome here. We're gonna see if the Vice Horseman is still able to do something about that. Still, the smoke is commencing by something else. Now, Renner G is baited out. Why is he moving? He's closing, changing his position maybe to try to confuse his enemy. Just thinking that one is coming from the north. That could be dangerous. Raz coming from behind. Could be taken down Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayden is coming from totally different direction. Raz doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Raz at the same time. But Trey is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen the second map, and the third map is the deciding match. What a close round. I'm very sad that Enigma had a disconnect there. I think a little bit of shortage at the power out. I don't know. Something. Sadly, his 9 kills, or 10 would I say, in this round got deleted. But we're gonna say he's one of the carrying force. Raz did very nicely. Coming from behind, Drayden equally. They had a very good change-up. I think Enigma was just the hot stone on the little tier. No, not tier. Drip. The hot stone on the drip. He just was the hot stone on the drip. The drip was already done for, but generally he would be a deadly force. It was just would add the cherry on top of the cream. Anyway, we're turning to the scholar, giving our friends from the 5 Horsemen their well-deserved point. And we're gonna see the last map. I do believe is still Subway and Tanker are open. Still, both maps. On the other hand, as the change-up happened, we're gonna see what is the possibility of the next map. It is a choice of the, let me think. First was home map decided for side. Secondly, they choose map. Now, they gave map to that, so it's change up. Now, the Hand of Death have map again. That means Bazaar's banned, Kago's banned, Quarantine is played, Suburbia is a possibility, 5-2, they played it 5 times, won 2 out of those. Downfall, 4 times, won 2 out of those. Bazaar Night, which is impossible as Bazaar's banned. I'd say Suburbia is coming into town, and Christmas is gonna be early. Let's see what is happening. And you know what also is happening? Our sponsors. And these are, of course, VR cover, the easiest, healthiest, and most comfortable way to change your cover of your worn out VR headset. You're playing Onward all day, all night, every time, apart from watching my cast, of course, and doing a break. But then you realize, damn, that smelled evil as you are sweating all day just to reach that performing height that you want to get to be the best of the best. And then you imagine, what can I do to change up that cover? Well, you head on over to VR Cover, of course, and get yourself a new cover from their wide variety of stocks available for all sorts of headsets. So make sure to head over to VR Cover, where you also can secure yourself a nice shirt. And, of course, if you are over there and performing on the new standard that you have with VR Cover, you also want to check out VR Pro Tube, where they make you the best and up to top-notch cutting-edge technology gun stocks way to secure your win on the battlefield and aiming just as good as I can. So make sure over to head VR Cover and VR Pro Tube to get yourself some merch. And we also have merch on the downpour.com, where you can secure yourself a nice hoodie maybe, or a nice muscle shirt, short that packs and specs and all that good stuff. Show me, and maybe we both can have a little date, you know. Or if you're a girl, you're gonna show off your very clean skin, because that is important for the health. Yes, and we also can go on dates. And it doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you go on a date with me. Help me. I'm just kidding, of course. Anyway, we are done for with the sponsors. Yeah, let's see what the third map is gonna be. Am I right? Oh, it's gonna be Downfall. How are we looking on Downfall today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, when we look at the Hand of Death, Downfall is a 4 times played map with a 2 times win, making it 50%, of course. We all do math. And 21 to 11 makes a 52 round percentage. On the other hand, our friends from the 5 forces with a big win chance, we're gonna, yeah, Downfall. Equally 42, 50%, and 57, which is 1% off from the win stats of Hand of Death. This is so close, it's scary. And yeah, we're gonna see. So everything is open in that sort of matchup. I am curious if the Hand of Death and partially the 5 Horsemen gonna use the herd movement, like 5 people or 4 people and one is spreading off or something, or we're gonna split up and take different approaches, all singular. We're gonna see how this works out. Oh, I forgot to change the war room. My brain just turns off. So, third map is Downfall. What kind of map is Downfall? Well, good as you ask, myself and me. Well, me, listen close. So, Downfall is the largest map that you're gonna play in this game so far, apart from Abandon and maybe Snow Peak. I'm not quite sure if Snow Peak is as big as them. The point is, it is the biggest map in the roster, in the map pool at the moment. And therefore, it is the sniper map you're gonna see. And especially people like Enigma and maybe Skeptical, which I've seen with great aim, maybe gonna profit from that. We're gonna see how they're gonna play. And I saw, of course, K-Dog with the M39, which is a sniper rifle, actually. And maybe they are able to use that M39, you know, play in the game. Although he probably will use another scope than the red dot. So we're gonna see. Anyhow, yeah, a big map, a lot of possibilities get sniped, but also there are some. It's mostly mid to long range. No close quarters action and part if you need each other and send a hotel or something. So we're gonna see. Smokes very important on this map. Patience also. The 6 minutes very get stretched on this map. So yeah. And we're turning into our next round as Downfall commences and gameplay is set in motion with round 1. And this time we have a... Yeah, well, we have a close spawn to each other in the crater. No canyon, my bad. And the north side here with the northwest objective at the helicopter. You won't see penning me too much on this map. It's too long and... So, Raz is positioned on the uplink. Box toys in the house, making sure no one is capping from the inside, which is possible. Trading with a little bit of a passive flank position here. Dr. Sean, by the eyes of Skeptical, takes down Enigma. No, the Skeptical takes down Enigma. Both good marksman. And now the one good marksman took out the other good marksman. Who's left? How many marksmen can there be?
That's one.
One confirmed, definitely. We're here. I hear a drone. Urban Ghost. The band with the drone. Now, Urban Ghost and Rama
I
G.
don't think you should go with me. We're gonna stay low and just kind of.
I'm gonna go to the other side of the building then. Or?
Yeah.
So the communication is out. They have to coordinate very well here. And the problem again is, I mean,
Alright,
in
I'm
this
gonna start calling
normally you
for
have the
a
problem
center.
that if you have a narrow sitting defense, so the defense is pretty laid back in the buildings, so they're hard to see, but also have a good angle on the uplink. It's very hard to move forward without getting sniped. But on this defense, as you can see, are so tightly, so focused on the uplink. I mean, Traden, sure, can come on off. But Raz directly on the uplink view, and I think I've forgotten who was directly in the uplink building. Both not gonna take out anyone who's not directly at the uplink. But still, two people in the defense who can be quite a problem. The band, they are very close to the uplink for, you know, downfalls relations. Urban Ghost are moving in with the band. Urban Ghost having a very interesting choice of weaponry here. He's going with the M4, no scope, which is very odd, and you know, a drum mag on the weapon with burst. This weapon only has singular and free burst fire mode, so no shoot arena, max arena. I mean, still sure you can use it, and the free burst used in chain fire is quite fast, so he can do this. But it's not a weapon with choice that you normally see. Normally you have this kind of setup when you're, for example, using the sniping class to get access to the drone. Then you can use it. But normally you don't use that front grip, no scope upset, you know, setup. Not something normal. Box toys directly on the uplink. So far we have the circle is closing in. K-Dog in the north building. Again, he has the M39, but still sticking to the red dot. It is a good choice. The weapon is a very strong one. And has decent fire mode for a single fire weapon nevertheless. Still, I probably expected more of a 4x scope using the ranged capabilities of this weapon. You know, regarding to the downfall map itself. You know, but anyway, this is choice. He has to play it. Skeptical is getting closer to the uplink. Very close one. Traden should be his next target. Sitting in a house here. Someone comes by. He's gonna take him down. It's a good position, definitely. Skeptical now above Traden. As soon as Skeptical fires a bullet, Traden is gonna he hear that like a horse. Sorry. Oh, Skeptical getting fired at or firing? Dr. Sean taking on the band. He's at it. I would like that. Oh, take down Rama G.
-2.
Oh, take it down. Urban Ghost. Jaden take down Skeptical. Now only one Hand of Death member alive. Technically two, but you know what I mean. Dark VR is at the uplink. He's trying to get inside the house. He takes down the Raz. He has the choice, but he's not inside the uplink yet. Still, the smoke is landed. I'm not quite sure if it was a defense smoke or something just prep. Oh, ho, ho. K-Dog taking down box toys. But still, he's under fire by Traden as he's taken down, and the 5 Horsemen take the first round on this large map for himself. Let's take a look at the kills. Ooh, look at this. Despite Enigma falling as one of the first, of course, doesn't have big of a kill. Raz and Box Toys neither. Dr. Sean, especially nice job trading. These two definitely saved the day today. K-Dog taking down 2 people, and Skeptical taking down 1. I expect as much from Skeptical. And we have a fallout in the 5 Horsemen, it seems. Someone disconnected? It is no changer if they don't have a reservist, that is said. But they normally only have 5 people, so they don't do a mid-round change of people like most people could do. Yeah. If I were to join one team, I'd probably join the 5 Horsemen, apart from my favorite team, Big Red 1, of course, which is gonna be climb the ladders, my friends. Anyway, let's turn to the scoreboard. A little bit of shenanigans here and there, giving points out to. Very fair. So far, still, the first win gives a lot of points to Hand of Death, which probably gonna definitely climb some positions on the world ladders here, because they do play very well today. I mean, generally, some mistakes here and there, but damn, if someone would cast my games, probably would see things that I wouldn't want them to see, so who's without mistake? Alright, so still, overall, they winning very valiantly, and I think we do have a little break in order to get the last member of 5 Horsemen into the ring. And yeah, we're gonna see each other just a minute. This is gonna be a little bit, so I can breathe and drink and do things that people do if they don't cast, like being alive, having friends. And we are back. Round 2, match 3. And I hope you had a little break, got yourself something to drink, and a blanket, of course. Because we're in a hot desert and you need a blanket.
Hey, look, guys, no caps. No caps.
No caps. You heard Mr. K-Dog. Yeah, 5 Horsemen, K-Dog, 5 Horsemen on the attack. We're gonna see how they managed to go. Trading.
Gladiator did it. It was very embarrassing.
Hmm?
In a wild card casted match.
Wildcard. Interesting. Yeah, Wildcard is a special tournament, I believe, at the end of season. But I kind of forgot about it. Well, I only entered the league last season in the end, so my memory is not as fresh as you might think. Drayden.
Hold on, don't give our position away though, if we have to.
Drayden.
So Raz, you can see it better. You just stay here very quickly. If he starts firing me, shoot.
Okay, they both have the large advantage over the map, although interestingly, no red and no 4x scope, no 12x scope. With the holo side still going. And yeah, 2 on the south and 3 in the north. Very evenly spread, a nice attack formation. A lot of map control, although a little bit of opening on the twins, but that is manageable. That is a very good map control. We're gonna see. Dr. Sean taking on K-Dog.
-1 roof.
They have an interesting call-out scheme. -1. They can kill one, they say -1.
Talking center.
We don't have a fixed one in Bro, at least. We just say, einer down. Oder, hab einen getötet. You know? So, Enigma is sneaking up on the chopper side. Just have to find the...
Roof, because I see him down.
Yeah, North Hotel, box toys with the OED red dot. Interesting. I like this red dot, and you might want to ask, why is that added in the game? I mean, you have red dots already. The thing is that even though it has no magnifying effect, it still creates a tunnel vision, which helps you focus on especially larger maps a bit to keep your eyes from spinning around all the, all around the vision, field of vision that you have. So it keeps your eyes a little bit narrowed in this little circle that you have with the OED. So that is, I think it has its reason to exist. So I like it. So the defenders, the ban, whatever he's doing with his gun there, I didn't see it. On the uplink, Urban Ghost, a little bit in the same position as Train last round was. Box Toys firing a bit. Dr. Sean also firing, but I'm not quite sure of what.
Second story objective.
2 separate.
Skeptical is behind and is kind of operating in the direction of the coffee. I forgot what the name is. Coffee doer, whatever. On the operation of the south, which is the position of Traden and Enigma. So we're gonna see if they can sneak by.
He's coming up to the garages right now.
Okay, they are spotted.
West Hills.
He's just waiting to make a move. Just waiting to take Traden or Enigma. I believe Traden.
He's behind the garage.
Take him down. He has to make sure, and he takes him down. Traden is history. Very nicely done. Skeptical is a marksman through and through.
Not sure if anybody knows. I know where he is.
Interesting though. Let's see here. Dr. Sean at the position. 5v1 enemy that is here. I'm so lazy, I'm just using the shortcuts to actually move. Dr. Sean and Urban Ghost diagonally next to each other, but Dr. Sean is going on the left side, not in the field of Dr. Urban Ghost. And we have a move by Box Toys here. The smoke excellently thrown. Raz taking on Skeptical in the end. Box Toys is at the uplink. Uplink is smoked and covered. The band taking down Box Toys. And the Urban Ghost taking on Dr. Sean. Leaving Enigma and Raz to the uplink, capturing alone. Raz taking on the band. I don't think he wants to do that. Nice throw. Enigma taking on Urban Ghost. He rotated a bit. Also shooting at Enigma. Rema taking down the round and giving Horsemen their second point. Enigma the monster and Raz the lion. I don't know. The second monster, I guess. The stats for you. K-Dog with 2 kills. The band with 1. The Skeptical with 2. And Urban Ghost with 1. Rema so far sadly 0, just as Box Toys. Drayden with 3. Dr. Sean with 3. Raz with 2. And Enigma with 2. So far, a very nice display of skill by the 5 Horsemen. They do have this map in their bottle. Not their pockets, their bottle. Because they're horses. They don't have pockets. Psst. My god. What are you? A dog fan? You like dogs because they have pockets? Typical. Anyway, second point for our 5 Horsemen. Hey, Mamaverts, Mamaverts, I don't know, hello. Bam, bam, sorry. I just remembered that weird video where 2 kids were dancing to Crazy Frog. I don't know why, it's years old. Sorry, Fun Week is coming after the season. Sorry, birds. As I said, I joined pretty late last season, and my memory is not as fresh from that. I have not yet developed that analytical thinking in Onward. I'm just talking. Again, I am just poop talking. This dog, we're watching the attacker this time on this dog. The Hand of Death on their third round. They have to deliver now, or it could be ending quicker than they can say. Banga banga bow up. Damn, is Parrot a good caster? K-Dog and his colleague are pushing the same movement I see here by the Hand of Death. Then, yeah, by Horsemen. So.
Yeah, I'm going not up top here.
Ammo.
Weapon choice this time, the LW and the M39. No max scope, no long range support possible. I mean, not if you have great marksmanship skills, I guess. Like Skeptical or Enigma. Anywho.
I'm not seeing shit movie.
The ban. Yeah. Urban Ghost and Skeptical. Skeptical on the north side. Take a look at the defense. Drayden in the back. Uplink is at the chopper. Enigma operating behind the wall by the APC. Dr. Sean at the uplink building. Lying down. Could be that his legs are sticking. No, he's making sure that he's sitting comfortable on that mattress. Oh, I hear doggy. Raz. You're covering the south side. I forgot what the name was. Whatever. HQ.
I still don't see anything.
Don't I? Box Toys. Giving out callouts. So far, very tight. sort of formation around the uplink, especially focus in the south. But generally, I mean, depends. It's focus on all sides. Depends how you draw the line. I mean, pressing the wrong button all the time. So if you see the map, either this is the front line, or it can be that. The front line can be that. Well, depending on how the enemy hits and how they fight. If I take out the target by sniping. Okay, giving hand signs. And Skeptical is firing.
That's just some fucking furniture. And I'm coming.
Just fire at furniture. Damn, I hate IKEA too, but no need to fire at it. Damn, Skeptical. I guess he's skeptical about furniture. Probably thinks that that furniture owned the world or something. Some you know, some theories about furniture being in the world and stuff. That was not a great joke. I am so sorry. So far, it's a very slow approach. I'm fine, but generally no one is taken down on the match is already half over. If they keep doing like, hey, Enigma taking on Urban Ghost. Nicely done. But it's still not confirmed. He's still arrivable. Yet. Still, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. That is getting close.
-1.
Shots by Enigma. He's trying to confirm the kill, but yet not. He's not hitting it. Ban at the north side. Still, it is generally a very slow paced game. Hey! What was that? Oh, it's the Ace SO80.
I just fucked up one of our guys.
What the hell
Need a revive.
happened here?
Did not check.
I think a team kill and a trade. It was a team kill trade by Skeptical. And, who's that? Who did? I'm not quite sure. I guess Rema? Yeah, Rema and Skeptical had a little oopsie doopsie. Okay, Doc. Reviving Urban Ghost. Not seeing anyone. Although looking in the right direction here, Box Toys. The ban, revising Skeptical.
Trading in Razware.
Now we have 2 south, 2 north. 40 seconds remaining. This is not gonna happen
Guys
anyway
in the southeast
soon.
are never gonna make it.
Giving... I'm just gonna call it. They are spending way too much time on doing something apart from moving. You can be too slow. That is a thing that can happen. Enigma taking on Skeptical. At that point, they just try to rush on the objective, and that is an easy pickup for anyone. Let's get in. But Enigma has a great position.
Sean's good. Sean's good.
Raz taking on Urban Ghost and K-Dog. Enigma taking on the ban and giving 5 Horsemen the 3rd round. Well done. Let's turn to the scores, I shall say. Well, if you see something interesting, just tell me. Apart from Raz and Enigma having 4 kills. Hand of Death is not performing as well as they have in the 1st round, or maybe even the 2nd round. This is definitely not the map for that choice, despite being their map choice. So, kind of ironic. But, you know, sometimes you pick maps, expect to win, and then you lose. And the other way around. We picked maps in Big Red 1 where we thought, like, we we fight suburbia, but we're not gonna make it. But then we win, and we're like, well, how did that happen? Well, you know, sometimes expectations go against the win. Sometimes we have a better day, all that. And Downfall is a very expensive map and sort of playing it. It's very expensive in resources, you know, and I'm talking resources like, I'm talking about energy. That's what I'm saying. It's very expensive in energy. It's a big map, you're lying a lot, you're watching all the time, and it's very hard to make out enemies. Therefore, it can be a really challenging map. And then playing it as a third map, after 2 hours of playing, yeesh boy, that is something dangerous. On the other hand, you try to play against the strength, the weaknesses of the enemy and your strength at the same time to get the best matchup. So, I didn't even check it. What's the... Yeah, I mean, both didn't play great on this map. Oi, sorry.
Let's fucking do this. Jeez.
Aussies!
God, I love going this way with your head. Yep. Tight.
The horsies. I like that. Get away from the tank so I can hear my own word.
Get there. I'll clear the. You can snap you from behind because your shots have been on target. Something with resetting your shit because ever since you did that, you've been much better.
So far, we are now looking at probably the last round. I don't know. The defense, very comparable, except that for the one in the far left, who's now not sitting at the APC, where Enigma was sitting. But still, it's the same attack formation. And this time, they're getting... Did I saw just a kind of scanning laser? So, it seems that they are actually looking for that. Yeah, trading already. Look, they get unpredictable.
I think they've moved out the
Waiting a little bit of lagging in his voice, but okay.
I think we're good right now.
Well then.
And do a little peeky.
Peeky. A little peeky sneaky. Dr. Sean firing at something.
I think there might be somebody north watch second story.
Go for it, Doctor. I believe in your medical skills as well as your shooting skills. So far, the attack is spread evenly north-south this time. Although the approach, which was along the middle route, APC, last time is now going along the twins. A little bit more overview, not as direct as the other push. But yeah, it's still very great map control by the 5 Horsemen here. 4 minutes are now passing the clock. Giving them, yeah, 4 minutes. Very good in time. Enigma. Moving, rotating it. Oh, he threw away his pistol. You lost something there, buddy. Rip Enigma's pistol. What does he choose? Oh, an FM9 standard. Raz shooting at somebody. Urban Ghost fighting back. A lot of bullets going out the window here. Who's gonna pay for that bullet? Huh? Hit it. Raz. Trying. Yes, that is correct. Keep your eye on the move, on the time. You have a watch on your wrist, which is adjustable to be left, right, and top and bottom. I'd say either right. I'd say if you're right-handed, right side, bottom, which is only covered up if you're looking at your wrist when you have the P90, which with its shoulder covers your whole ankle, and then you have maybe problems watching it. But if you're not playing P90, you shouldn't have any problems watching your time. And if you're left-handed, well, left and downside, obviously.
Alright, we still have that confirmation. There's definitely a guy in the brothel. I was shooting the wrong thing because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I wouldn't state that, but they have to close in. They have a little bit of a time movement issue on the south. This could be a 3 against 5 pretty fast. Enigma searching for the target in the middle hotel. 2 minutes are passing the mark. Skeptical take down Traden with the long range AK-12, I believe. AK-12. Just picking up any magazine. It's not a random magazine you found on the floor. I am aware of that. I hope so. I don't know. Can be.
One more South Watch. I don't know if he's Resident Evil's buddy or not.
Box Toys is now behind enemy lines. Again, I'm very lazy. Dr. Sean taking down K-Dog. And Box Toys taking down the band. Now the south approach is open. Skeptical comes around, but Box Toys takes him down. Rema G takes down Enigma. Rema G and Dr. Sean. Rema G is probably gonna see all the trades. G3 Auto and AMK18 doing their job. Now it's Urban Ghost versus Box Toys. 50 seconds remaining. Whoa, Urban Ghost missed and giving Box Toys the possibility to peek. Oh, taking down Urban Ghost, giving the 5 Horsemen their last map and also the series. Woo! Nicely done by the 5 Horsemen. Already one of the 5 Horsemen left, it seems. Yeah, take a good look at the stats. Dr. Sean having 5 kills, nicely done. Yeah, so far well played by the 5 Horsemen. Scoreboard. Ooh, that is good stuff right here. Fear 4-0, giving them only 1 point and win. We have to say overall, this is a very tight map. Only 1 point away from the win. Hands of Death would have taken the series in quarantine in the last match, but the 5 Horsemen, I guess they picked up the slack and woo. Guess who's riding behind you, mother ducker? I'm gonna come for you. The 5 Horsies do it again, giving themselves a nice pat on the hoof, I guess. I cannot stop making horse analogies. Oh. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you're interested in more casts, then make sure to hit VRMasterleague.com, where you can all see the casts that are picked up by our very competent team. And yeah, I thank you all for watching. My name is Parrot, and I hope you liked what you heard. And keep yourself hydrated, as this was VR Master League, the 5 Horsemen versus the Hand of Death, finishing the Horsemen 8-7. Parrot out. Chick, chick, chick.